Now, today is International Literacy Day, and while researchers agree that pupils' literacy skills must be improved, the question is, how is this going to be done? Let's ask Dr. Laurette Marais from the Council for Scientific and Industrial Research, and she joins us now from Pretoria. A very good morning to you, Doctor. Yes, it is indeed International Literacy Reading Day, but really not much to celebrate. Looking at the rate or the levels of literacy among our learners, how dire and desperate is the situation?
Good morning, Tommy. Yes, the situation, I would say, is dire. If 8 out of 10 children cannot read for meaning, that means that they cannot perform their schoolwork and they cannot progress, they cannot learn. It really is a problem. And so I think it's important that all kinds of solutions are sought with urgency to solve this problem.
And talk to us about this latest solution and the application and how it will work. It is currently, I believe, in its testing phase.
Yes. So I'm a senior researcher at the Voice Computing Research Group at the CSIR, and we focus on speech technology and text technology. We try to apply it in ways that really make a difference. And so we've combined our speech technology and text technology to basically power an application that provides an environment for learners to practice reading and writing sentences. And we really hope that this can help to make a difference in classrooms across the country. But yes, it is in the testing phase, so we're very excited about that. We're currently testing at a school in Soweto with isiZulu home language learners, and they of course have to progress to English soon in grade 4. So the application is also multilingual in order to try and facilitate that transition to some degree.
And you're talking now about the eNCA a program that was also, partly sponsored by the Department of Sports, Arts and Culture. You mentioned now that the focus is on learners of isiZulu, or those who have isiZulu as their home language, but it is multilingual. How many of the official languages are actually available on this particular app?
So at the moment, we currently support isiZulu and English. That's what we're testing with. The funding from the department will allow us to cover Sesotho Salabua as well as Afrikaans. But of course, we have all the languages in view. We want to roll this out as far as possible. So with more funding, we'll be able to do all of the languages, hopefully.
And what is the beginning or the entry stage for this particular app? How old should the learners be? What grade?
We've pitched it at grade 3 at the moment, where the idea is that the learners have learned all the sounds of the language, that their home language essentially, and they have to work on decoding words. So decoding is the process of putting together the sounds to make one big word. We've pitched it at grade 3, and we would really like to continue our research to see to what degree it could be changed to facilitate learning for younger learners as well as older learners perhaps.
One of the main challenges that we found from the report is that when learners have to transition from their mother tongue into English, which is between the grades, like from grade 4, I believe that is actually quite a challenge. Is this the reason why you've pitched this at grade 3, just a year before they actually have to make that transition?
Yes, exactly. It is challenging for the learners to have to make that transition. They have to be biliterate, essentially, in their home language and in a new language. And so that is a very crucial point in education. So yes, that was certainly part of the reason that we chose to pitch it at grade 3.
Dr. Marais, talk us through the mechanisms of how this app works. What type of tasks are the learners given in order to facilitate that move?
So we've based it on a story for now, for our testing phase, and the learners have the opportunity of creating the sentences of the story. So we use the text-to-speech technology that we've developed. We have that in all of the languages at the moment. The product is called Qfluency. The text-to-speech essentially reads out a sentence to a child, and they have to select the correct words to create that story. So we've made it possible for children to play a little bit of a game with the application. They have to listen to a sentence and they have to recreate it. And that, of course, practices their skills in terms of reading the words that make up the sentence. They also have to listen carefully. And then, of course, as they are exposed to sentences in this way, hopefully that also hones their ability to create their own sentences once they have to write something down. So there's the freestyle, where they can create sentences within a very constrained environment that makes sense and are grammatically correct, and then they can listen to the sentences that they have created. And then we've also got this gamified approach where we present them with prompts that have been generated automatically, and they have to recreate it in text.
Thank you so much, Dr. Laurette Marais from the CSIR. Research still underway on how to better equip learners as far as language is concerned, and being able to be literate, to be able to read for comprehension and be able to read for understanding. Certainly looking forward to seeing how the rest of that develops, and especially when it reaches the stage where they're able to include all of the African languages, or at least the official languages in our country. We all know how important it is to be able to communicate first and foremost in your mother tongue, and then bringing in, I guess, the languages of business like English and Afrikaans. So I guess Afrikaans is a mother tongue for so many as well. So starting with the basics of your own mother tongue and then moving on to English as well, if that is not your mother tongue.